And here come the Saints for their opening drive. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead.
He was able to cap off that impressive opening drive with a touchdown run himself. And they'll look for more on drive number 2. It's 1st down.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their mobile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
He had the touchdown run on the last drive, his second of this first half, as his guys start here with a 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10. Again, for buying time to his left.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next.
14-7 is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Flushed out right.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
The 20.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Isaiah Hodgins.
50 yards.
And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw here. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Saints are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. On the previous drive, he hooked up with Chris Olave for the touchdown. And now they'll try to do something like that again here. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right.
That one deep for Hodgins.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, rules of the field reversed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dancing to his left. Able to slither by. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
2nd and a couple.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Isaiah Hodgins
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kenneth Walker.
67 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Muscles him off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're with.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
A.T. Perry.
67 yards.
And the Saints have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Out to his left. He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Forced out to his left.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because...
The Saints again ready to go on offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Steps away to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. A beautiful fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.